Told you were gonna lose that bet.
You want to know what's funny?
I'm not in the mood for your jokes. You killed a lot of good men trying to get your revenge. Trust me, we don't share the same sense of humor.
We share the same world, don't we? This world you would die to save. It's coming. I've seen it in the probabilities, seen it plain as day. All you heroes protecting this world. Do you think you're the only ones? Do you think this is the only world? We'll see what happens when you have to protect this place from the others.
So now that all the, do you want to see more OGs come back? Now that
I hope so. I mean, you know, there's so many people who's been through the universe and so many people who's, you know, added different characters to Marvel. I feel like Civil War was so big and then Endgame was so huge. You know, I'm interested to see where it goes, and I'm interested to see where the Russo brothers direct us into taking it. You know, and I'm very excited to see if I'm the first person invited.
Whatever it takes. It would be a shame to kind of revisit unless there was something very unique.
It seems that time has come. According to Deadline, Chris Evans is set to come back to the MCU in 2026's Avengers Doomsday. No word on who he will play. Anthony Mackie will reportedly be part of it as Captain America. But remember, Chris recently returned to his Fantastic Four roots in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Avengers! Flame on! Sorry, what?
The new Avengers film would reunite Chris with Robert Downey Jr., not as Iron Man, but as Marvel's big bad Dr. Doom. RDJ's reported paycheck, upwards of $80 million.
New mask, same task.
And clearly, Chris is a fan of the Russo brothers.
We have a great relationship with Chris.
They've directed Chris in 4 Marvel films, along with his villainous turn in 2022's The Gray Man.
They understand the genre. It's a comforting feeling as an actor. I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
Captain America is the reason Dr. Doom's family is dead. When Steve Rogers stayed in the past with Peggy, he created a branching timeline. That choice triggered a multiversal incursion, and because of this incursion, Victor Von Doom's wife and child were killed. For Doom, this isn't just a war, it's personal. He sees Captain America as the man who broke reality, and now he's using science and magic to cause a cascading crisis across the multiverse. In Avengers Doomsday, Doom's mission might not just be power, but revenge. And his first target? The man who started it all, Captain America. So when Cap finally faces Doom, will it be a battle?
There where it says Anthony.
I don't have my contacts in.
Egghead News. Hey everybody, this is Spotty4994 to the good folks over on Instagram. Chris Evans, rumored Avengers Doomsday, cause and effect. That's right. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, with New York Comic Con 2025 right around the corner, Eggheads is happy to announce The Last Ranger will make its first NYCC first appearance. That's right, you heard it here. Arriving first at the Big Apple Comic Con, and then the Schaumburg Comic Book Festival, and now finally New York Comic Con. And let me say this right, this one's gonna be a tongue twister. Ready? The Last Ranger is the official West Village Comics New York Comic Con exclusive comic book variant 2025. I think I said it right because the right way is the only way to say it. Shout out to all the heads and brains who put this together. Shout out to Big D, Cool Kurt, and the whole crew over at The Last Ranger comic book. Great job, guys. Now, guys, back to the business at hand. Chris Evans, Avengers Doomsday. Chris Evans isn't even in it. Then, Chris Evans might be in it. Then, Chris Evans seen on location. Then, Chris Evans gives big shout out to the Russo brothers, for he says nobody does it the way they do. then knowledge is power. And now here we are. Rumor has it that the plot involving Avengers Doomsday all centers around the end of Avengers Endgame. That's right, this is a rumor, but how come we didn't suspect that? I think most of us did suspect it. The way the thing ended, the way the premise was set, I guess we were supposed to idly walk off into the future and not question what happened. Chris Evans went back in time, put back the articles, basically created another threat line if the rules of time and space in the Avengers universe apply. I mean, if you follow what the Ancient One said. But anyway, he went back there, had a life with Peggy, and everything was happy and good. No, that's not how the fairy tale ends. This is not a Grimm's fairy tale. We should have known Chris Evans going back as Captain America caused incursions. And of course, we saw Spider-Man No Way Home. We should have known Chris Evans going back was a reasonable plot device in the event you wanted to do something. Now, I'm not necessarily saying they wanted to use this for Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars. That's a little too much forecasting by some people who are already out there putting that out there. But enough said. Chris Evans, Captain America, going back in time, creating Dr. Doom, alternate version, miscalculation, blah, blah, blah. Space falls down, sky falls, the whole Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz. Think about it. It's a good plot device. We cannot even argue about it. But the thing is this true? Will the Russo brothers use this as the matrix of why we are in the situation that we in? And remember, the only one that nobody knows who nobody is Spider-Man. I wonder how that's going to play a part in Avengers Doomsday. We already saw Doom at the end of the Fantastic Four. Remember? If you guys hung around, or did you get mad, or you wanted popcorn, or you had to go to use the restroom. But anyway, this has been Spivey 4994 talking about Chris Evans, the rumor he might be the cause and effect. If you agree, disagree in the normal places, disagree in the normal spaces. So, until then, see ya!